Hi Guy, seems I've been tagged by Cessna Ace again. Oh god, I'm getting tagged far too much at the moment. I think this is about my third tagging video in the past week, so yeah, I'm gonna give me 5 facts and I'm not gonna tag anyone else because I've already done 10 people. People will be leaving the channel annoyed. Yes, I've got me notebook out again. Oh god, I'm fast running out of facts, people. You've got to stop tagging me. Right, number one. God, these are awful. Number one, I've got a huge phobia against, just me personally, having my blood taken. I was about 13 or 14. This ties in with my second fact. I had to go to the hospital for medical reasons. Quite regular, every 6 or 7 months, and during these appointments they'd have to take blood from me. I was fine with it up until then, and then one time there was a junior doctor doing it who tried taking blood out of the same vein. It was 7 times from my right arm, and as you can probably imagine, it just ended up like absolute mess, you know. Oh, I can still remember it to this day. And in the end they tried something called a butterfly, which was like, it looked bit of a H shape like that, which went across the arm with all this like bandage or something, and injecting. Oh, it didn't work. And then a nurse came in, rollicked him, and took it all off me. But by this point, I'd just passed out, and ever since then, I always have like clammy hands, panic attacks whenever I go to hospital to have blood taken. Just can't get over that phobia whatsoever. It's not the fear of the blood or anything. It's just as soon as it's taken straight out, it just makes me just black out for a few seconds. Crazy. Second fact. I don't know, I might have done it. No, I haven't done this one before. I'm not doing myself out of a fact. Yeah, I've got a medical condition called diabetes. Nothing major. I've had that since I was about 18 months old, so I've never known any different. You know, I had insulin injections, that sort of thing. It's all treated. Nothing serious. What can you say about that? A third one. This might be an interesting one actually. My favourite game, probably favourite game series of all time. It was quite a hard choice actually, because there's quite a few I had to mind. But Shenmue basically won out. Played both of the games when they came out on release, and I'd never played anything like, you know, totally immersive world. Drew me in completely. I would spend hours and hours just walking around, especially in the first one, looking for sailors. Good God, I don't know what they were thinking. Anyone who's played it will know what that means, you know. But yeah, I've never played anything like it at the time, and never played anything since that even comes close to the sort of, you know, it created a real world. It pulled you, drew you in. I mean, a lot of it was very mundane stuff. You know, you got a job, you'd earn money, and in your site, your part-time, sorry, the time of the game you had free, you would then spend it investigating the main storyline. But there was so much to it. It was such an inventive game. You know, you could go to the arcades, you could go to shops, you could talk to people on the street, people you knew. Fantastic series. And then I think the problem with the first one, the controls were a bit iffy on the Dreamcast pad, but with the second one, they really concentrated on it, you know, and redesigned it. It became easier to control. You could turn a lot better, buttons were better placed, that sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, if you want to play some brilliant games, which we'll never see the end of the story to, by the way. I mean, I think it was about 3 or 4 parts were due, but after the failure of 2, you know, the series just isn't going to continue, so we never know what happens. But it's well worth playing the game just for them brief, sweet moments. Like things like, you know, you play over real time over the period of year. I mean, you get somewhere like Christmas and the weather is, you know, it's snowing, it's beautiful outside, the ground's littered with snow. It's a beautiful game. I really would recommend you play it, if not just for the artistic side, but it really is enjoyable. Sorry, my throat's playing up proper here. Favourite film of all time? Quite an old one. Sergio Leone film, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, starring Clint Eastwood. Classic western, except it was mixed in with a lot of humour and quite a good bit of action. Very funny film, quite long, I think close to 3 hours, but well worth seeing. Basically, it was one of it was the last of the spaghetti westerns. It was just this Clint Eastwood plays this nameless hero who wears like the famous like donkey jacket pullover thing, smoking his cigars and stuff, and his one-liners. It's a classic Clint Eastwood, but it really isn't involving some very interesting shots in it. Brilliant ending as well. The entire film keeps you on. You never know what's going to happen. One minute you're in a western bar, there's a fight going on. The next they're in the desert having a fight. They're at a hanging, and the one moment they're in the middle of some mass battle, part of the civil war. Absolutely crazy film, but well worth watching if you got the time. Fact number 5. I completely run out of ideas, so I'm going to say today I went to the cinema, first time in a while, and watched G.I. Joe, which was quite an enjoyable movie, quite funny, attractive women on both the good and the bad side. So yeah, worth watching. Bit of a no-brainer, but very good action film, and yeah, well worth paying the ticket money for. Right, well that's it, me. I'm scuppered for a bit for being tagged. I refuse to do any more for at least a week. I mean, you have no idea how hard it is to come up with these facts. But yeah, as always guys, thanks for watching, and I will post another video, not a tagging video, soon.